I'm not sure if I will be able to defend this base, but I need to get some kind of advantage out of it. Otherwise, what was the whole point of taking this base? Hellbats are good. Counters Zerglings. Still just trying to put on pressure. Life here is kind of distraught, feeling like there's no way I can really do anything. I have to get lucky and snipe something like this. This was really great play. Life knew that the only way he was really ever going to come back is somehow sniping some huge drop, because Maru is really never going to let him get the money bailing shots anyway. As you can see, he still hasn't really even pulled his attention away. He knew this was kind of just the bait. This was the Overlord, you know, retard magnet, as Destiny would say, right? And he's trying, and that's why the 4 drops were coming in, and that's why Life was desperately hoping he could do something. At this point, he knows his army cannot handle this parade push. At this point, Life's just going to rally his army to his base, and Life might be able to hold this attack, but he's not going to be able to hold the next one, or this one, or the next one. And so he knows that if you're ever at a disadvantage like this, he can't afford to make a better econ. He can't afford to have you know, another hatchery so he can have more larvae. You know, he's at a position where there's no way, by killing this army isn't what's going to win Life this game. He kills this army, there's just going to be another one right here that shows up, and then he's going to have to hold that one and hold that one, and he's just gradually going to actually just get broken. He realizes this, he knows he has to counterattack, he's morphing Bailings at home, and he's hoping for money Bailing hits at home while the counterattack does really good work. Life actually plays this really well. He has absolutely no lings with him, and because he has absolutely no lings with him, he knows he immediately needs to start killing these Marines, because the only way he could potentially win with this counterattack is if he keeps on staying on top of Maru's production. He has to stay on top of Maru's production at all costs. He cannot let Maru build any more units. Kills these, loses a Muta. Sadly, that's what happens when you don't have any Ling ground control deep with you. Loses 2 total because one Widow Mine. Staying on top of this production. He tried to send in some Bailings, but the Bailings died to Widow Mines. Still a very big Marine ball. He would love to just go and kill it all. Sadly, that's in a pretty good concave right now, so he doesn't go in just yet. He's really focusing on making sure he's on top of this production, because if any of those Marines get into a big clump, he's can never come back again, and he's never gonna be able to do this. Life pulled 6 Bailings away from his big Bailing ball to try and do exactly what we see coming up. He knows that he's camping the production, but the only reason why he still hasn't won, Life hasn't won, is because Maru is just able to mine so much minerals that it doesn't matter that he's losing, you know, 3 rallies worth of army. The 4th rally is still going to come, the 5th rally is still going to come, because he's got the econ to do it. So that's why he pulled these 6 Bailings. Bailing's so close to doing so much work here. But in the end, it's a little, oh my god, it's so sad to see. It would be great for him to be able to go over here and just kill them all, but he just doesn't have the time. He has to stay on top of this mineral line, or on top of this production. He can never let the army actually get clumped or come out together, fight together. Sadly, there's just too much. There's just too many barracks. He's losing too many SCVs, or too many mutas gradually, and he doesn't have anything at home. These Bailings, he wasn't able to make a sizable Bailing force at home enough to be able to kill this army. He was hoping that by the time his army, Maru's army, got to his 3rd base, or maybe even his 4th base, by the time this army finally got over here, he'd have a strong enough army to be able to kill this, and then at the same time being able to kill this and kill the production. But it was just, it wasn't enough. He got crippled too much by the multi-drops, and the game's over here.
Crystallized too early. Too soon.
Yeah, it's pretty damn amazing to watch Life play, for sure. Alright, let's go to game 5. This is a really great game by Life. Any lesser Zerg, guaranteed, would have lost this series right here, 4-1. Maru knows he's ahead, goes for an aggressive opener. Life, total baller, such a meta player. Knows Maru, knows that it's 3-1 and this map is Zerg favored. This map, before we keep going, is a very good map for Muta. You can really get around here, you can get up back here, and then fly and then hit here. So you can send Muta's attack here, 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 here. You can come in from here, 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 here. Right, so you can even come on this side and then go on this side. Pretty much, Muta's just very good on this map. Life, as we all know, super good with Mutas. Maru knows this. He knows this map is a very good map for Life. High probability that Life's going to win this matchup or on this map. So he's going for some kind of aggression. And Life knows this. Goes pull first. Sick play.
Oh my god.
Really, it pretty much won in this game by going that pool. Forces a cancel on that second barracks right now. If you didn't notice that last night,
oh my god.
he actually cancels the second barracks, realizing that that's just going to put him further behind. He needs to start his orbital right away. He cannot hurt his own econ to get more Reapers out, because the more Reapers isn't going to hurt Life's econ. Why sacrifice your own econ if the army that you're making isn't going to hurt your opponents? So he has to play with this botched opener. Life gets an SCV, gets the scouting SCV, still hasn't lost anything. Really great play. Good spawning pool positioning. This spawning pool positioning was actually really good. If he put it here, it would have been a full wall off, but who knows? Maybe he doesn't want a full wall off. This was good enough in the sense that the 4 Zerglings blocked enough area where the Reaper couldn't like circumvent them, right? So if we look at this, the Reapers couldn't have turned back around
Makes me sad.
to snipe these drones. They couldn't turn back around by going like over here and then sniping something. And he knew that he couldn't run right through the mineral line. So he has to go all the way around, or at least through this spot right here. And at that moment, I mean,
Oh yeah.
he realized that's not possible. The queen cuts through here. Really great play. Forces the Reapers out. Has to wait until he gets regen. And now what's happening? Life's droning, and it only forced 4 Zerglings. 4 Zerglings for 2 Reapers, actually a third one even. Forced the third. And Maru just doesn't get anything done with these, and that just puts Life such an advantage. Such a huge lead. I really like this play as well. Right when he knew that he pushed the Reapers back, he got a tumor down as soon as possible. And oftentimes, I'll worry about defense and worrying about the Reapers getting over here, and I'll build a spore here, or a tumor over here. But he builds the first tumor offensively, and it's because Life likes to take such a fast third. If he takes a faster third than me, and the kind of timing that he does, he really needs that Crete spread for that fast third. You can say that at the very, very, very late game, it could be T favored, but you know, if you let a Terran get to a 5th base, chances are you did something wrong anyway, because as Zerg you should be able to deny them a 5th base. If a Terran gets a 5th base, I mean, it's brutal. So this was just magnificent play. The fact that he did have this tumor here allowed him to get this queen to save the drone. And what did this drone? What's the true value here? This tumor allowed his queen to get here to save this drone, so then he could actually take a fast third. That meant he had to cancel this 3 times, right? He canceled it once. Or did he cancel it a second time? He might have already canceled it a second time, and then he cancels it one more coming up. So that's 18 minerals. Yeah, he's got to go do it again. Boom. So he cost himself 6 minerals, and then another 6 minerals, and then another 6 minerals, and he lost actually a tumor. But the loss of tumor also allowed him to take this expo finally. He's got a great econ still. He went speed, just like all his other builds, all his other games. He went Zergling speed, and then he pulls off gas and gets up to 37 drones. He wants full 2 base econ. And he wants just a little bit more than full 2 base econ, so then when he does build the extractors and he loses the drones, he's not actually losing 2 base econ. If he's got 19 out of 24 right now and he builds double extractor, he's not losing the 16 out of 16, you know? So he always wants that 16 out of 16, never hurting that potential maximum income, maximum efficiency. And because of that tumor and the queen, he was able to save that drone. What does that drone save him? Save him 32 minerals because the drone cost him 50. And he had to spend 18 to save it. But it also saved him the 15 to 20 minerals it would have cost one of these drones to go down here. It saved him the time. The hatchery is much faster than if another drone had to go down here. So that's probably about 1 extra larva from this hatchery that he wouldn't have gotten. It's about 20 more minerals that he wouldn't have been able to mine with one of these drones. 32 more minerals because of the drone that he saved. And then another larva that it would have cost him to remake a drone. And so it is so much more value than just that one drone. So much more value. So having this fast third really put him in an incredible position because not only did he have kind of an econ advantage because of the opener, but now he's taking it into the mid game and he's not slowed at all. He's not phased whatsoever by these 3 Reapers. These 3 Reapers pretty much got completely denied, wasn't able to do any sizable kind of damage, sustainable, anything like that. And now Maru's just in a very bad spot. This was definitely icing on the cake. He had enough Zerglings where he knew he could move out on the map. He was kind of lucky that Maru wasn't looking, but he also did have that Overlord. But the Overlord doesn't see it. It does. But he's not even looking. Yeah, I mean, it's just a move. Until the second he realizes he's under attack, and then he slightly changes them. But the Lings were really just a move. It wasn't the most amazing trade, but the fact that he lost 2 Hellions now means that Crete spread is game on. Game on. And you know Life loves the 5 queen opener. So he's got 5 queens, 2 to keep injecting, working on his double upgrades as his first use of his gas, makes a Bailey Nest to be safe, starts droning up his third. He wants to hit full 60 harvesters before he starts his lair, and he's just tumoring, and now that he's killed 2 Hellions, he can just spread so much creep, and that really just helps him win the game later on. And this is even better right here. This one helps with scouting, and it ends up being denied by those 2 Hellions, but it also forced his entire Hellion army back. He could have potentially gotten another tumor, laid a tumor, but he was focusing on macroing. He wanted to get more drones up, start his upgrades, make a lair, you know, start those gases, and then now he's just starting these tumors. And he actually got 4 out of the 5 up. He only lost 1 because Maru came through kind of the wrong position. I think if Maru came through here, he would have gotten a little bit more done. At this point, he knows that there can still be Zerglings, and 3 queens plus Zerglings could make him lose this entire force. And if he loses this entire force, he's in trouble. Especially with the Hellion being focus fired, he does not want to lose anything. If Life's not losing anything, he doesn't want to lose anything. So he realizes he's about to lose something, pulls back, gets to the edge of the creep and hopes that maybe he can at least deny some creep, but he ended up not. They did finish. Now it's spreading so close to the 4th base, and once Zerg gets creep past the 4th base, once Zerg gets creep up here, this 4th base is so secure and so safe that you can drone it up and you can start actually taking advantage of it. And once you have that in place, then you have 4 base injects, and that allows you to start putting on some crazy pressure after you defend against his 2/2 upgrade attack. And that's pretty much what we see this game. Crete spread's getting crazy in a moment. Spreading more with the 2 other tumors. scouts the third base.